This video, we're going to be talking about rotator cuff tendinopathy, okay? Or just some type of dysfunction within the rotator cuff. How to test for it. There are 3 tests that I'm going to go over. One, we're going to be testing the supraspinatus, and then the subscapularis, and then the teres minor. We're going to be testing the teres minor. So, first test is called the empty can or the full can test. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So the empty or full can test is going to test the supraspinatus, which lays right on top of the spine of the scapula, right? To be honest, like this is the most common rotator cuff injury is the supraspinatus. So with the full, you can have your client bring their arm into 90 degrees with their thumb pointing up, right? And then as soon as you put pressure on it, can they hold it? Do they feel pain? Any type of indication that, you know, they're very weak, they can't hold it, there's a possibility that they may have, you know, a tear in their supraspinatus. If we are not sure, we refer out, make sure that we get a full diagnosis from their practitioner, and then they come back, and then we know what to do from there on for the manual therapy. So this is the
baseball players are notorious for this injury. Exactly,
baseball players. What? Who else? Well, just women. Believe it or not, because we carry our purses on our shoulders, which weighs it down. It's always putting stress on the muscles and tendons. And then also, if you have a car, you put things in the back of your car, always reaching back, bringing that weight forward. Can cause some tear or some dysfunction in the rotator cuff.
And wearing crossbody often helps offset that.
Exactly. You can do full test. You could do the empty test, which is thumbs down. You're emptying out a can, and it's the same thing. The practitioner pushes down. They try to resist. She's very strong. She doesn't have a dysfunction. So she doesn't have a dysfunction, but if she did show signs, we can go forward with pretty much working on the rotator cuff group, which is going to be definitely this supraspinatus. If we feel some type of heat or inflammation coming from it, we're not going to put pressure in there, but we can work on the other muscles, which is the infraspinatus, the teres major and minor, the latissimus dorsi, the subscap, the pecs, the deltoids, everything that has to do with the rotator cuff.
What are some of the common signs, or most common signs for the in terms of the spill test? To look for the supraspinatus.
So common signs is them just not able to hold their arm up. Even if you have them do this for 30 seconds, they won't be able to do it. So that's actually a common sign of maybe a tear. Also, I've learned this year, not this year, but the past couple of years, is that just shoulder elevation. If they're compensating, if their levator scapula is pulling at their scapula to keep everything up because their supraspinatus is just torn and it's not working, all this is going to be up and the other shoulder is going to be completely down. I also look at scapula placement. Once I get them laying down, have them bring their arm behind them, see how far they can bring it behind them. And look at, is the scapula winging out or is it flush to the body? Most likely, if it's winging out towards the inferior end, the inferior angle, and it's popping out, there's most likely they had a dysfunction, they never got it treated, or they're going through some type of dysfunction in their shoulder.
Could they have symptoms like numbness, tingling?
I'll say definitely numbness, pain, severe pain at night. They can't sleep. They a lot of compensation in the neck, a lot of tension in the neck because all those neck muscles are trying to just hold everything up, pretty much working for the rotator cuff. Numbness in the fingers. So the radial nerve, the ulnar nerve, the median nerve is going to be compromised. Going down the arm, most people are going to feel most of it in the back of the arm, which is your radial nerve. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of signs that you can look for, but when they're in severe pain and they can't function throughout the day, refer them out. Definitely. Second test is going to be the lift off test. It's going to pretty much have their arm behind them, and then what you want them to do is pretty much lift their their elbow off toward away from their body. If they're able to do this, they have full control in their subscap. If not, then there's some type of dysfunction going on, whether it's old, new, whatever. If they're having pain and they just cannot, and they can't stand it, we refer out, get them on some type of pain management. They come back on a rehab program. That's an easy test, right? We can do that laying down. While we're in session, we can have them do that. They don't have to do it, at the beginning of the session. The last one is the hornblower sign. So this is going to test the teres minor. Okay, so you're going to bring your arm into 90 degrees, and then you're going to bring your hand as if you're blowing a horn. Good. I'm going to put pressure on top. They're going to try to externally rotate. You can look forward for me. Good. Now bring your hand in front of your mouth. There you go. So you're going to press up as I press down. Hold it for 10 seconds. You will feel the compensation within 10 seconds. Also, even if they're not even able to bring their arm into that position, that's a clear sign that there is some type of dysfunction in the teres minor. And then if there is, we're going to work on the whole rotator cuff group. Not only the rotator cuff group, we believe in working with the whole system, right? So we're going to start with the neck, get to the rhomboids, get to the rest of the levator scapula, of course, the lats, and then the pecs, posterior and anterior part of the neck. Also the arms, because the most common tendinopathy that happens within a rotator cuff dysfunction is bicep tendinopathy. So we really want to focus on the bicep, triceps, forearms, and hands, because the rest of the chain is just going to follow suit. So they're going to have tension all along the arm. So yes, we're going to work on the issue, but we're going to also relieve some of that tension that doesn't need to be there for the time being. Okay.